Hey, what's up, and welcome to Hand Built.
Oh no, Rusty, piece of shit. Got every intention of making it sick.
So I'm not really doing anything exciting today. Sad part is it's the last day of my week off. So I'm going to spend it playing with my 260Z. Sorry, Freddie. Got some paint stripper on the, well, it's almost the last panel. I just got the little, what do you call them, inspection flaps as well, which is bugger all. But first port of call is the bonnet, getting it ready for epoxy, because my cups should show up today, my mixing cups. A bit of rust here, so that's where I'm attacking. That's what I'm doing first. Thy rust. Yes. So yeah, as I said, it's a pretty boring day. It's nothing I haven't shown you before, so I'm just going to do it. And if I think of something exciting to tell you, I'll come back and tell you. I will come back and tell you. So one thing I want to tell you is don't buy cheap dolly wheels. I won't say where I got them from, but it's a local South Australian big wholesale tool business. Now, I've probably moved this 3 times and it's already cracked around here. So what I'm going to have to do is take the wheel off, take the tyre off, and I'll have to re-weld that better than that, because that's a pissy ass little weld that's done it on both sides. That's pathetic. I have to get back into riding this thing this summer or two, I think. Get rid of my little pot belly. Check this out. Switch here. Switch up here. Okay. Try to do this with 2 hands. What? Well, kinda. She's a front wheel drive bushy. She gets along alright. And usually average on the flat around 40 kilometers an hour, which isn't too bad, because they say it's not, you're not getting fit riding a electric push bike. But thing is, you always want to go as fast as you can, so you still pedal as hard as you can. Just means you get further. So you get further, you see more, and you still get fit. I made this busy day. I've cleaned up most of the panels on this. I've got to get some epoxy on it as soon as possible. I think my paint cups are at the post shop. I've got to go pick them up later. First thing I've got to do is finish welding this sunroof in. And then I'm going to take the quarter panels off. I'll take it outside and I'm going to sandblast the inside of where the quarter panels are, because I want to start stitching this car back together. The sooner I can do that, the sooner I can move on to the next thing. Yes! I just got the roofs all welded in, the hole in the roof. So it's a bit wobbly, but you expect that for because the heat's going to warp it no matter what. I'm going to get all the paint off it, so I can get the wobbles out, and so I can file it up without getting paint all stuck in the file blades. But for now, I'm going to get it outside. I'm going to set it up, take all the quarter panels off, so I can do some blasting on the inside of the quarter panels, so I can start stitching it back together. So yeah, I'll set it up and I'll come back. So it's down to a bare skeleton. I was saying the other day how to fabricate a lot of stuff on this car, like this whole corner here is I had to hand fabricate, as well as all of that down there, because that was just a big pile of rust. So now what I've got to do is, main thing is blast out all of this, get the surface rust off. I've still got to fix that, but I'm going to blast all of this. I'm going to get as much blast as I can with the sand I've got, but the main thing is the inside of the quarters here, because after I've done that I can actually start putting them back on, and once they're all back on I'll start pulling all this bracing out that's keeping it squarish. So that's my plan for the day. Bubble, toil and trouble. Looks a bit brighter. I've just hit it with the flash rust inhibitor, so I'll be getting some epoxy over it in the next couple of days, but I ran out of dry sand, so I'm going to have to come back and finish off a few bits. This side here needs a little bit more work in places, but I'll get some epoxy over the bits that are okay. So that's another step closer. Alright, so been running out of things to actually post on YouTube, because whatever I'm doing is the same old every time, cut and rust, you know, all that stuff. But I have gone ahead and got my 260Z in epoxy primer, as you can see, and also from where I blasted the panel here, I got a bit of epoxy on it as well. So plans for this now, got the rust in the bottom quarter of this guard here. I'm going to fix that next, and once I fix that, then I'm going to pull the motor out and all the suspension and everything else that doesn't need to be on the car, so I can put it on the rotisserie. Then I can fix the floor rust. Once the floor rust is fixed, then it's ahead with the body filler work, smoothing out all the imperfections. Like this quarter here, I haven't put the primer on very thick there. It's quite transparent because I've got to take it off again anyway. That's just to stop it from doing surface rust. So yeah, so it's all in epoxy, so it can't rust now. That's the main thing. And yeah, so stepping forward. And with Freddie's car here, when I was blasting it, got some rust in there, which is it's not so bad. It's not it's not a hard fix, but it's in a not a very good spot. So the hard part is getting at it. So yeah, and then I've still got to blast the roof rails. I'm going to unstitch this front part, separate it, so I can make sure there's no rust on the inside. And while it's off, I'll blast it. Because as you can see, it's messy blasting the car. It's full of sand. Yeah, and I thought that I was going to stitch this quarter panel back on, but I forgot to blast the inside, so now I've got to wait till the next round of blasting before I do that. But yeah, there's still plenty to do on it, so there's no major drama. And the roof skin, still got to work on flattening that out after welding the sunroof hole in, and clean up my mess. I was going to make something out of that chassis. I think I might just get rid of it though. I've got way too many things to do and I want more room. I might even think about parting with my G60. Just too much. So I would like to build a race car one day, and I need the room. So yeah, I'd like to get down to just my 260Z here, and then I'll build a race car from scratch. I've been working on some more music for my YouTube videos because I'm getting bored with the ones I've been using. So I've been writing another song and I've been spending a little bit more time on this than the usual hour it takes me to write a piece of music. So it's going to be a little bit better. Still not fantastic because I'm no professional, but it's going to be better. That brings me to my other hobby, which I want to get back into a little bit more, which is getting a little bit more into writing music and recording it. Which means this room here, I want to turn it back into a room again. So I'm going to put some sliding doors across here and have them heavily insulated so it's soundproof. And that's going to be my little music room. And if I do want to put a car in there to paint it sometime down the track, I can take all the music stuff out, put the car in, slide the doors shut, and I've still got somewhere to paint my car or whatever, you know, that stuff. And I wouldn't mind putting an 8-ball table back in there one day, because I did have an 8-ball table in there. That's my other thing that I do, is I play competition 8-ball, and I'm not too bad at it. So yeah, I made myself a clamp for my bench. As you can see, that's in there pretty tight. So you just undo that, slides up and down, and you pull that out. And you can pull that out the hole. And you put it back in when you want to use it again. I'm going to make a couple more, put some more holes around the place, and make a couple more of them clamps. It's just a bolt welded on the bottom of your normal slide clamp thing. Nothing fancy, but it works. Holding your stuff in place while you weld it. Gotta have tight stuff. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to catch you next week when I've got something more to show. Hopefully something exciting, but I doubt it. Anyway, I'll catch you around.
Oh no, Rusty, piece of shit.